Today, the Union Minister for Finance and Corporate Affairs presented the Union Budget 2026-27 in Parliament, marking a significant milestone as the first budget prepared in Kartavya Bowen. This budget is inspired by three core responsibilities, or Kartavyas: accelerating economic growth, fulfilling the aspirations of the people, and ensuring inclusive development for every family, community, and sector. The budget aims to balance robust economic expansion with social welfare, setting the tone for India's journey towards prosperity. In this video, we'll break down the most important highlights, reforms, and numbers from the budget, making it easy to understand what lies ahead for the country. 2026-27 budget estimates non-debt receipts at 36.5 lakh crore and total expenditure at 53.5 lakh crore. The center's net tax receipts are projected at 28.7 lakh crore, while gross market borrowings are set at 17.2 lakh crore. The fiscal deficit is estimated at 4.3% of GDP, reflecting a cautious approach to fiscal management. Compared to the previous year, the debt-to-GDP ratio is expected to decrease slightly, signaling improved fiscal discipline. These numbers form the backbone of the budget, guiding how resources will be allocated across sectors and initiatives. Budget is guided by three Kartavyas, or duties. The first is to accelerate and sustain economic growth by boosting productivity and competitiveness. The second is to fulfill the aspirations of the people, empowering them as partners in India's progress. The third, aligned with the vision of Sabka Sath, Sabka Vikas, ensures that every family, community, and sector has access to resources and opportunities. These guiding principles shape every initiative and reform in the budget, aiming for balanced and inclusive development. Major focus of the budget is scaling up manufacturing in 7 strategic and frontier sectors. This includes the launch of Biopharma Shakti, a 10,000 crore initiative to make India a global biopharma hub. The India Semiconductor Mission, too, aims to strengthen the country's semiconductor ecosystem, while the electronics components manufacturing scheme's outlay has been increased to 40,000 crore. Dedicated rare earth corridors and new chemical parks will further boost industrial growth, supporting mineral-rich states and fostering innovation. Enhance domestic manufacturing capabilities, the budget proposes establishing high-tech tool rooms and launching schemes for construction and infrastructure equipment. A new scheme for container manufacturing, with a budget of over 10,000 crore, aims to create a globally competitive ecosystem. These measures are designed to reduce import dependence, lower costs, and position India as a leader in high-value manufacturing. Textile sector receives a significant boost with the announcement of the National Fiber Scheme for self-reliance in natural and new-age fibers. The Textile Expansion and Employment Scheme will modernize traditional clusters, while mega textile parks are set to drive value addition in technical textiles. The Mahatma Gandhi Gram Swaraj initiative will strengthen khadi, handloom, and handicrafts, supporting global market linkages and skill development. New scheme aims to revive 200 legacy industrial clusters, focusing on infrastructure and technology upgrades to improve cost competitiveness and efficiency. By modernizing these clusters, the government seeks to preserve traditional industries while making them more productive and globally relevant. This approach balances heritage with innovation, ensuring that legacy sectors continue to contribute to the economy. Foster the growth of small and medium enterprises. A dedicated Rupee 10,000 crore SME growth fund will incentivize future champions. The Self-Reliant India Fund receives an additional Rupee 2,000 crore to support micro-enterprises. Professional institutions will design short-term courses to develop a cadre of corporate mitras, especially in smaller towns, ensuring that SMEs have access to skilled support and risk capital. Public capital expenditure is set to rise to 12.2 lakh crore in FY 2026-27, reflecting the government's commitment to infrastructure development. An infrastructure risk guarantee fund will boost private developer confidence, while dedicated REITs will help recycle real estate assets. New freight corridors, national waterways, and regional training institutes are planned to modernize logistics and transportation, supporting sustainable economic growth. Promote environmentally sustainable cargo movement. The budget proposes new dedicated freight corridors and the operationalization of 20 new national waterways. The Coastal Cargo Promotion Scheme will incentivize a shift from rail and road to inland waterways and coastal shipping, aiming to double their share by 2047. These initiatives will reduce carbon emissions and enhance connectivity for industrial centers and ports. Ensuring long-term energy security, the budget allocates 20,000 crore over 5 years for carbon capture utilization and storage, CCUS, technologies. These investments aim to support India's transition to cleaner energy sources, reduce emissions, and build resilience against global energy market volatility. The focus on CCUS reflects the government's commitment to sustainable development and climate action. Government will develop city economic regions, CERs, allocating Rupee 5,000 crore per region over 5 years. These regions will implement plans through a challenge mode, with a reform-based financing mechanism. Additionally, 7 high-speed rail corridors are planned to connect major cities, promoting sustainable passenger transport and boosting regional economic growth. High-level Committee on Banking for Viksit Bharat will review and align the sector with India's growth phase, focusing on stability, inclusion, and consumer protection. The Power Finance Corporation and Rural Electrification Corporation will be restructured for greater efficiency. A comprehensive review of foreign investment rules is also proposed, aiming to create a user-friendly framework for global investors. To encourage large cities to raise funds for development, the budget announces a 100 crore incentive for single municipal bond issuances exceeding 1,000 crore. This move is expected to boost urban infrastructure financing, enabling cities to undertake ambitious projects and improve public amenities. High-powered education to employment and enterprise, Standing Committee will recommend measures to make the services sector a core driver of growth. The government will upgrade existing institutions for allied health professionals and establish new ones, aiming to add 100,000 professionals over 5 years. 5 regional medical hubs and new institutes of Ayurveda are also planned to promote medical tourism and holistic healthcare. Government will increase the availability of veterinary professionals by over 20,000, launching a loan-linked subsidy scheme for veterinary colleges and facilities. The Orange Economy gets a push with support for creative technologies, including AVGC content creator labs in 15,000 schools and 500 colleges, nurturing talent in visual effects, gaming, and comics. 5 university townships will be created near major industrial and logistic corridors, with capital support for girls' hostels in every district. The National Council for Hotel Management will be upgraded, and a pilot scheme will upskill 10,000 guides at 20 tourist sites. A digital knowledge grid will document cultural, spiritual, and heritage sites, enhancing tourism and cultural preservation. 15 archaeological sites, including Lothal and Sarnath, will be developed into vibrant cultural destinations. The Kilo India mission will transform the sports sector over the next decade, aiming to nurture talent and promote sports as a key component of national development. The budget introduces new initiatives for integrated development of 500 reservoirs and Amrit Sarovars, supporting high-value crops like coconut, sandalwood, cocoa, and cashew. The Coconut Promotion Scheme will boost productivity, while Bharat Visdar, a multilingual AI tool, will integrate agricultural resources and practices, empowering farmers with technology. The Divyanjan Kaushal Yojana will offer task-oriented roles in IT, AVGC, hospitality, and food sectors for persons with disabilities. This initiative aims to create inclusive employment opportunities, ensuring that everyone can participate meaningfully in the economy. New NIMHANS2 will be set up in North India, and existing national mental health institutes in Ranchi and Tezpur will be upgraded as regional apex institutions. These steps underscore the government's commitment to mental health and trauma care, expanding access to quality services across the country. The government will develop an integrated East Coast industrial corridor, create 5 tourism destinations in Purvodaya states, and provide 4,000 e-buses. A scheme for developing Buddhist circuits in the Northeast will promote tourism and regional development, bringing new opportunities to these regions. As recommended by the 16th Finance Commission, the government has provided Rupee 1.4 lakh crore to the states for FY 2026-27. These grants support state-level development, ensuring that resources are distributed fairly and efficiently across the country. New Income Tax Act will come into effect from April 2026, with simplified rules and forms for easier compliance. Interest awarded by Motor Accident Claims Tribunal will be exempt from tax, and TCS rates on overseas tour packages and LRS remittances for education and medical will be reduced. These changes are designed to make tax compliance simpler and more taxpayer-friendly. Budget introduces a one-time foreign asset disclosure scheme for small taxpayers, rationalizes penalties, and allows taxpayers to update returns even after reassessment. The prosecution framework is being streamlined, and certain offenses are being decriminalized. These reforms aim to reduce litigation and make tax administration more efficient and fair. Cooperatives engaged in supplying cattle feed and cottonseed will now receive tax deductions, and intercooperative dividends will be deductible under the new regime. The IT sector will benefit from a unified category for IT services, a higher safe harbor threshold, and a faster APA process, reinforcing India's position as a global tech hub. Foreign companies providing cloud services from India will enjoy a tax holiday until 2047. Additional safe harbor provisions and tax exemptions for non-residents are introduced to attract global business and investment. These incentives are expected to boost India's competitiveness as a destination for international companies. The budget proposes taxing buybacks for all shareholders as capital gains, with additional taxes for promoters. TCS and STT rates are rationalized, and MAT is made a final tax with a reduced rate. These measures aim to simplify the tax regime, encourage compliance, and ensure fairness for all stakeholders. Duty-free import limits for seafood, leather, and textile inputs are increased, and exemptions are extended for capital goods in energy, nuclear, and critical minerals sectors. The customs process is being simplified with trust-based systems, longer duty deferral periods, and digital integration, making trade smoother and more efficient. Cargo clearance approvals will be processed through a single digital window, with non-intrusive scanning and AI-based risk assessment expanded across major ports. New export opportunities are created for small businesses and startups, and baggage clearance rules are revised to enhance duty-free allowances for international travelers. These steps are designed to make India a more attractive and efficient place to do business.